Hold up. They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you. Hey guys. Okay. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this before my camera died or not, but I have a new name I want to run by you guys. So I used to, my intros. Alright, we're going to start this over. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was thinking about what I should, what name I should give us. You know, like how James Charles says, "Hey sisters," and Nikita Dragon says, "Hey dragons," and Alejo says, "Hey unicorns," and who else says something? Lots of people, like the Ace family says, "What's up, Ace family?" Well, I was thinking that I should name us. I know that right now we're not a lot, but we're gonna expand and we're gonna grow and we're gonna glow and we're gonna do lots of things. So since we're so young and this is like our inception, I should come out strong. Sorry, I'm like looking at myself. I should come out strong and give us a name. So I was thinking, and since I live in Florida, alligators are very popular around here. And when my mom went to work tonight, I was like, "See you later, alligator." And I think it would be cute if I called us gators. Like, "What's up, gators?" And like something cute like that. So I'm going to start out the videos from now on by saying, "What's up, gators?" And then I'm going to end the video by saying, "See you later, alligators." And then in the comment section, you guys are going to start commenting, "In a while, crocodile," because I think that'd be so cute. And just like for us to support each other and, you know, just thrive. Just like let me know how you feel about that in the comments below. And we'll take it from there. So in the video I was making, I didn't watch it before I started this one, so I don't really remember exactly what we were talking about. But I have a story time video that I want to share with you guys if you're willing, if you are interested.
So I was like driving home from class tonight, and I was just kind of driving, and then all of a sudden I'm thinking about my past. And I'm thinking about how, so this is going to be the story time about when I was dating this guy for not that long.
You know what, instead of just like introducing it, I'll just start with the story. So I think it was 2016 going in 2017. I was seeing, like December 2016, I met this guy. We met on, I want to say it was OkCupid, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was OkCupid. We're going to name him, I'm really bad at picking names. We're going to name him Jake. Even though he doesn't really seem like a Jake, we're going to name him Jake. So Jake and I were messaging on OkCupid for, I don't remember how many days. We were messaging and then probably a day, and then we met the next day. He messaged me first, I believe, and then we started talking, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to go out tomorrow night?" And I was like, "I'm down, like cool." So he's like, "Let's meet at this arcade that's like in between, that's in Del Rey, and we'll take it from there." So I was like, "Sounds good." So we met at the arcade, and during the first, he paid, which was very nice because at the time I was a broke college student and I didn't have any money. I was going to school full time. So we're playing arcade games, and I haven't played arcade games in a long time because I was like in my 20s by that point. Like I'm still in my 20s, but like I was like 22, 23, I don't remember exactly. Anyway, so we're playing some games and he's like poking me in the side. Oh wait, before that we were talking about Kanye West. And he was like, "Yeah, I just went to the Kanye West concert." And I was like, "What? Me too." Like we could have seen each other there and didn't even know. Like That's so cool that we were both at the same concert. And he was like poking me in the side, and I feel like in the side, and I'm not really good with people that are like touchy-feely. I'm not touchy-feely, and I don't really like that. Like too much hands is just like, no. So I was like writing him off in my head. Like I was like, no, I'm not going out with this guy again. Like I was just like saying all kinds of things about him in my head. But other than that, he was very nice. He was very cool, very down to earth and everything. We were having fun, but I just didn't like that he was doing that. So then I was like, you know what, Jan? Just relax yourself. You are just way too much sometimes. You just judge people so easily and you write guys off like nobody's business. So I was like, just take a deep breath. Just go with the flow. And I'm not a go with the flow type of person. But I was like, just relax. So I relaxed. And then we left the arcade and went to get ice cream. He paid again. Such a gentleman. Not saying that if you don't pay, you're not a gentleman, but I'm just saying. He didn't even ask. He just like went in front of me and paid. Anyway, so we ate our ice cream on this bench, and then he's like, you want to go to the beach? So we drove to the beach, and then we were just like out there talking and having fun and whatever. Like we were just sitting on the sand, like watching the water and stuff. So then it's like 12 o'clock, 12 a.m., 12:30 in the morning or whatever, I don't remember. And then we leave, and yeah. So we dated for like a whole month. And I was like so into him. I bought tickets for us to go see, who was it? Where's my phone? For us to go see Tory Lanez, whatever his name is. And it turns out either it wasn't like for real, like either they didn't really ask Tory to come, or it was like a ripoff or something, but he never showed up. We were there till like 12 o'clock, but what did I name him? Jake said he had to go to work, so we left. So anyway, after that, it's the day before New Year's, so it's New Year's Eve, and we had made plans, me, him, and my best friend, to go to this costume party. So it's a themed party. I forget what theme it was, probably like, I forget what it's called, but we were dressed up, looking nice and everything, and then I hadn't heard from him all day, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I was like, text me when you're on your way to come to my dorm, and all of a sudden I get a text, like I'm not even fully ready, like I have my clothes on, but like my face isn't done, my hair isn't done, and I just get a text like I'm outside, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not ready. So it was like 8 something, which we shouldn't have gone that early, but whatever. So we go back up to my room, and I can tell he's getting impatient, and he's just like standing around, like walking, like making me feel really uncomfortable, like really rushed. And I'm just like, okay, he's giving me a vibe that I don't like, that I've never seen before, never felt before, like what is happening? So I'm like, okay, well, let me just get ready, finish getting ready, and then we can leave. So I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that you were on your way, and this and that. And he's like, well, like when you said text me when you're on your way, I thought you were ready already. Like, no, I was just telling you to text me when you're on your way. Like, doesn't mean I was ready and waiting. So I guess we just got our signals mixed up. So I just finished my stuff, and we leave. We go to the party, and it's dead. Like, no one's there yet. No one's gonna come yet. And I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten all day because I was too lazy to go out and get food. So we're not even there for a good hour, and I'm just like, I can't. I'm hungry. My head hurts. Let's go. So me, him, and my friend leave to go get some IHOP. Then we're at IHOP, and then we leave from there to go watch some fireworks. So we're watching fireworks and everything, and then now it's the next day. Now it's New Year's Day, and we had plans, him and I, to go on like a breakfast brunch cruise in Miami. And he didn't text me. And I'm like, okay, this is really weird, because we always text. Not like in an annoying way, but just like how are you doing? Like, is everything okay? Just like to check in on each other. So I didn't get a text all day, and I'm like, okay, what a waste of money. I paid. I mean, the thing said I had a year to use it, but I didn't even use it anyway, so I did waste my money. So regardless of that, he texted me the next day and he's like, hey, I'm sorry that I didn't text you yesterday. I was hanging out with my friends and this and that and whatever. I don't even remember exactly what he said, but it was like some excuse, and I was like annoyed. So I'm like, whatever, it's okay. So for like the rest of the week, he's acting really weird, and I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? He calls me Wednesday, and he's like explaining like why he's so distant, this and that, and I'm like, okay, well, if it's work, that's fine. Like, I get it. So then he's, even after the phone call, he's still acting weird, and I'm just like, what is up with this dude? This Saturday comes around, and he's like, hey, I can't do this anymore. I don't think this isn't working out for me. And I'm so taken aback. Like, honestly, I'm like, what the heck? Like, how, you literally told me like a week ago that you've never been happier. And now literally a week later, you're gonna be like, hey, I'm not happy. This isn't working out for me. Like, what? So I texted him, I'm like, why? What happened? Like, what's the problem? And he doesn't respond to me, and I'm like, devastated. I know it was only a month that we were dating, but like, I was so invested, which is very weird for me. I don't get attached to people that in that short of a time. I don't even get attached to people that I've known for like a long time. Like, it takes a while for me to open up, but with him, like, it was just like layer after layer after layer coming off. Like, it was like I was waiting for him to come along to open up to, or something, I don't know. But I just was opening up, and just like, I don't know if it was like too overwhelming for him or what. But yeah, so he had given me his like college sweatshirt, and I was like wearing it and stuff, and then he texted me a week later like, hey, can I have that back because my grandma bought that for me? And I was like, no, you can't have this back. But I gave it back to him. And then when I walked downstairs to give it back to him, I had to call my mom to talk to her, because I was like, if I do this by myself, I'm gonna break down and cry. I cannot face him without you here, Mom. And since she wasn't here, she wasn't there, obviously, calling her on the phone was the next best thing. So I remember opening up the door. Like, I remember looking down from my dorm. You like walk out of the rooms, and there's like this laundry area is upstairs where I am. And you can go there and look down and see the person standing at the gate waiting to be let in. So I went there and I looked at him before I opened up the gate, like went downstairs and opened the door for him. And I was like, he looks so handsome. He looks as handsome as ever. Like, why would he do this to me? Anyway, so I walked downstairs with his jacket. I had washed it before giving it back, obviously. And I opened the door, and he's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, good. And then we hug, and then I hand him the jacket, and he's like, thanks. And I was like, bye. And then I walked to my room, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm like crying. And I feel like I could cry right now. I don't know why, but just talking about it just makes me feel so sad. I really hope he doesn't see this. He's gonna be like, wow, I really made a good choice breaking up with her, because she's a little crier. Like, I don't cry, but just, I don't know what it was about him that made me so, like, into him. I like honestly don't even know why I'm crying, because I'm not even into him anymore. I'm like 100% over him.
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But it's just like, I still don't get how I still don't get how you can tell someone that you're just I don't get how you can tell someone that you're into them one week and then the next week you're just like, I can't do this anymore. Sorry. This happened in 2017. Like, why am I crying about this 2 years later? Anyway, yeah, so gave him his jacket, and then I went into my room and I just started crying. The whole Saturday he broke up with me and cried. For a literal year later, I was crying still. Like on and off for months, I would cry. For the whole year, I like wasn't over him that whole year, and I don't understand why. Like, what was it about him that made me just so like into him, so attached? Like, I don't even understand. I still don't understand. I probably will never understand. Like, he was such a nice guy, and I feel like maybe it's because I'm so used to going after guys that don't treat me right, guys that are aka bad boys, because girls, I know I love to go after guys that are like not good for me, that just treat me like how I do not deserve to be treated. Like, they take me for granted, and they don't appreciate what they have until I'm gone, basically. Those are the kinds of guys I usually go after, but this guy was different. He was like so attentive. He was just so, I don't know. I still don't know. Like, my heart hurts. Like, isn't that weird? I feel like I'm not gonna post this video. Like, I don't want you guys seeing me crying. I don't cry. So this is like really weird for me. And honestly, I didn't think I was gonna cry for this video. Yeah, so in like June of that year, he's messaged me on Snap and was like, hey, how are you doing? Like, what's up? And I was like, I'm good. Like, when he messaged me, I was like, oh my god, he wants to get back together with me. No, he just wanted to see how I was. And I was like, I'm good. How are you? He's like, I'm good too. Then a few months after that, he's like, hey, you want to hang out and talk? And I was like, yes. I would love to hang out and talk. So we got together. We went to his grandma's like condo or whatever. She lives somewhere else out of state, and we were sitting there, and it was like on the couch, and I felt like really awkward because it's like it was a while since I had seen him. And he's like, if you're feeling uncomfortable, like, you can leave, you don't have to stay. And I was like, no, I want to like ask you some questions. And I was like, what happened? Like, why did you break up with me? And he's like, because we never did anything. All we did was, like, it seemed like all we did was stay in your dorm. And I was like, thinking in my head, like, I was broke. Like, I'm broke. I'm a broke college student. I don't have money. I'm not gonna make you pay for every single date. Like, we would go out. We went to we would go to the movies like every like Tuesday or Wednesday. Like one of those days was like our day to go to the movies. I don't know, we just had like a thing where we would go to the movies every week. It was like a routine, like it was a couples thing, you know? And I don't like really remember us staying home that often. I don't know. But it's like communication is key. Like if you're not happy with that, like talk to me. Don't just be like, I'm not happy, and then don't answer me when I ask you why. Like what happened? Oh, he was like, I don't feel the same way anymore. Like, okay, but what's different now? Like literally last week you were saying I've never been so happy. Like, this is why guys are so confusing. And they say that girls are confusing. Like, no, we're not. We're literally so easy to understand. We're so simple. Make us a card that says, I love the way you look at me. Like, that's cute. Like, it doesn't have to be anything big. You don't have to buy us anything. Just make us something. Tell us how you feel about us. Like, write us a letter. Like, who cares what it is? We'll appreciate it. But guys are just so hard to understand. Like, they say one thing and when they actually mean something else. Like, I cannot. I feel like the reason I cried might have been because it's like so late and I haven't been sleeping that well. And I still have homework to do. Come on, Jan, get it together. I'm like beyond tired right now. I really need to be doing my homework. But I don't know what to do. She said it has to be a whole page. Okay. Maybe I should just end the story time video right here. In my poetry book, I wrote about him in there. I was taking this poetry class. I think it was a poetry class. And we had to write like we had to write poetry. And I had written this long piece of poetry about him, but I was like, this is like way too personal for class. I wonder if I should read it to you guys. Let's see. I wrote about like so many people. Like if these guys ever saw it, would they know it was about them? It's on Amazon. Alright, let me find it.
I changed his name, so I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out, but I added to it afterwards.
Sometimes I look at this and I laugh. Like, listen to this one. On your Snapchat the other day, I saw a glimpse of someone's hair and I know. I know what? He posted a picture of like he's sitting on the side and a girl is sitting on the other side. I feel like it was a girl. Like I 100% feel it in my bones that it was a girl. And it was just like a glimpse of her hair, I think, or like something about her body. And I was like, he's on a date with a girl. Like he just broke up with me. And then I was like, I saw a glimpse of someone's hair and I know. In my head, I was like continuing the statement or the poem, but I didn't continue it there. But I was like, it's hard to explain. But like, I know it's a girl or I know you've moved on is basically like the end of that sentence. But it like leaves it open for interpretation. Some of these are really good though. Some of them are like so personal. It's like, why did I put them in here? Oh. My best friend said this to me and I was like, my heart She's like, you truly don't get what an amazing human being Jan is. I was like, oh my god, this is why we're best friends. She wrote this to like one of the guys that like was taking me for granted. Get you a best friend that does that for you. Like, seriously. Like, I was taking screenshots of it, of like things he was sending me, and I didn't have his name saved. So she was like, can I send him a text message? And I was like, let me see what you're gonna send first. So then she like sent it to me for approval, and I was like, go right ahead. And then he has the audacity to text me and be like, why is your friend texting me? Cause you won't step up. Cause she wants to text you, that's why. Like, I don't understand. She can do whatever she wants. It's a free country. I literally had to block someone like 2 or 3 weeks ago because of how they were just taking me for granted. Like, I'm done, you know? That's why I'm single and not looking to mingle. I'm just working on myself. That's all you can do. You can't force people to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. You have to treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated. And then when they see you treating yourself properly, that's when they'll treat you properly. If they see you treating yourself any way, they'll treat you any which way. So, treat yourself like the queen or the king that you are. Okay? Okay. And now I will get off my soapbox. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. See you later, alligators.